Sometimes life just sucks. Let's be honest. We've all been there where there are times where everything just seems pointless and nothing makes sense anymore. Where we just feel pain, heartache, and hardship. And the only question we have is, what is the point of it all? In this video, what I want to share with you is there is hope at the light of the tunnel. And I want to encourage you not to give up. So stay tuned because this is a kind of a rampage of self-love, self-worth, and purpose of life. Hi, my name is Martin. I'm very honored to be here with you and for you to tune in. Thank you for that. I truly appreciate it. I'm here to share openly and authentically and unapologetically who I am, my experiences, my learnings through life. And I have that hope that it inspires you to live a life that you are proud of and that you are enjoying. All right, let's dive into it today because I've been going for a walk earlier this day and I just felt like I felt good. I felt really relaxed and at peace. And then suddenly emotions came up and I looked around in the park and I was just like, I almost started crying. And I was like, what is going on? I I don't want to feel this way. I've been through a lot of pain and heartache in the last few months. And I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this shit. I can't do this anymore. And when I got home, I did like a breathwork ceremony, but it was like a 10-minute version of it. So just to let out like the emotions, just to let it out and just feel it. And I remembered in that moment, like before I did the breath work, because when I felt those emotions, I told myself, listen, you always tell people, feel it to heal it. And you're trying to push it back. And I said, no more, don't do this. Don't push it down, just let it out. Whatever wants to come out, let it go. Because honestly, I am done with this shit. I am done playing to other people's rules. I am done living my life thinking about someone who couldn't care less. I'm done kind of conforming to all those things that are normal or normality, like don't do this, don't do that. And I feel like so many people that I meet, so many people that I work with, they feel so restricted in their being. And honestly, it annoys the shit out of me because it's not that those people chose that, but it's like a common theme in our society that we have to hide ourselves, that we have to be quiet, that we shouldn't speak up, that we shouldn't stand for who we are. And honestly, this is not the point of life. This is not the point why we are here in this physical existence. It's the opposite of that. If we are diminishing our light, if we are living as someone that we are not, that is not living. That is like being a dead soul in like a barely alive body walking around like a zombie. Like, I mean, this makes me laugh because how ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is it that we give up ourselves to fit into someone else's world, to fit into someone else's view of life, of how things should be? Isn't it time that we are allowed to decide for ourselves who we are, who we want to be, what we want to do in life? I think it is. I think this is the right moment. This is the right time to say, stop. Stop this shit. I'm going to live life differently from now on. I'm going to live it with more purpose, with more passion. And that doesn't mean that you suppress your emotions, but you just let it out. And if people see it, if people complain about it and tell you like, oh, you're so sensitive or whatever, I've heard that so many times in my life, like, don't be so sensitive. And I'm like, why the fuck not? Why not? This is me. I feel deeply. I feel incredibly deeply. This is part of who I am. If I suppress that, what is left? Barely anything. Does that mean some people are going to be repelled by me? Of course. But that is life. In life, we will always have people who do not like us, who do not resonate with who we are, and there are people who do resonate with who we are. But I always say, would you rather be liked by the wrong people because of who you are not, because of the mask that you put on, the facade, the be like pretending to be someone that you're not? Would you rather be liked for that? Or would you rather be disliked for who you are, but have the opportunity to attract people into your life that love you, accept you, respect you for the real and raw and authentic and unapologetic version of who you truly are, deep down in your soul? Honestly, I would rather be just by myself, but be who I am, than pretending to be someone I'm not just to fit into someone else's life. And I've done that for such a long time, especially in romantic relationships. I gave it all, which of course is part of me. I gave it all. I was always there for them. I showed so much love and affection and respect and understanding. But I didn't give myself that. I pretended that I'm okay when I didn't receive it back from the other person. I pretended everything was okay. The problem is that very often conflicts started because then I became the victim and then I put it on the other person. And they started defending themselves, and then it kind of became a bigger issue, or it became an issue where before there was no issue at all. But once I start pretending and not really tuning into myself, saying, what do I want? What do I need? Who am I? Who do I want to be in that kind of relationship? And it doesn't have to be just a romantic relationship. It can be any area of your life. How many times do we go to work, and even though it's not spoken out loud, but it's kind of like, leave your emotional baggage outside the door and pick it up when you come back, because here we don't need humans, we need people who function like robots. You are not a freaking robot. You are a human being. You have value. You have worth. You deserve to be respected and loved and appreciated for the amazing person that you are. Anyone who doesn't see that, anyone who doesn't acknowledge that, they can get the fuck out of your life. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve the real you. They don't. They really, really don't. If someone does not like that pure and raw and authentic version of yourself, open the door for them to go. Even buy them a ticket for life to go, but let them go. Now, that doesn't mean that those people are never allowed to come back into your life, but they have to then also change the way they treat you, the way they show up for you, the way they treat themselves and show up for themselves. There's just like a small percentage of people from my past that I wouldn't let back into my life, but I have changed. I have boundaries. With boundaries come certain expectations. Expectations is nothing negative. I know in society, expectations is like this evil kind of word. Don't expect too much. It's like, why not? I expect a lot. But not because I'm on this like pedestal or whatever, but I expect a lot from myself as well. I expect that I am me. I expect from myself that I show up, that I keep my word, that I look after myself, that when I go through a difficult situation, that I heal, that I give myself some grace, that I look in the mirror and say, hey, you're doing actually a good job. Today I was hugging myself. I was just sitting there, hugging myself, rubbing my arms, and said, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You're safe. If I don't feel safer or as safe as I do with myself, with another person, that's not going to work. That's not going to fly with me. Through the last few months, I've made a lot of changes internally through that healing process. Because one of the things, like I said in the beginning, I realized I'm done with it. I do not want to play a role anymore. It's exhausting. It's super exhausting and frustrating. Even like with my sexuality, being gay, it's like so many people like, oh, you can't, like, don't share too much. Don't move like you're gay. Like I heard that in the past when I was an actor. I was told, don't move like you're gay because that is going to limit the roles you're going to get. How fucked up is that? I should change who I am, pretend I'm something else, just so that I'm liked by someone? I mean, as an actor, you act. That means that you are pretending to be something that you're not. Meaning, if I'm gay and I play a straight character, that is acting. I don't have to be straight in order for me to play straight, because the other way around, it also works. So why not for me? Like, what? Why? Back then, I wasn't as self-confident. I was like, okay, like what does that mean? Like what movements should I not make? How should I dress myself? How should I speak? I became really self-conscious. I'm done with that. I'm done. I do not want to care anymore about what other people think, what other people say. And I'm sharing this so that you know you're not alone, that you're not alone in this journey where you feel like you cannot be who you are. There's so many people out there who are going through this. So let's stick together. Let's encourage each other to be who we are, to go out there in the world and share it with the world. Let's celebrate us for who we are. And in return, we're going to attract people who will celebrate us as well. And yes, there are going to be people who don't like it, who might hate you for it, who might reject you. Let them. That's their problem. That's their like internal things that they have to go through. It has nothing to do with you. If someone doesn't like me, it shows them. It's kind of like a mirror. If someone doesn't like me, it shows more about the unhealed parts of themselves than anything being wrong with me. And the other way around. When I get triggered by someone, I look in myself and say, like, why do I get triggered? What within me is unhealed or unacknowledged by me or suppressed by me that it triggers me? And then I can grow, I can learn, I can expand. I take that as an opportunity to expand as a human being instead of putting the blame on other people. So this is your call to be you, to become free, to start soaring like an eagle, being free and flying high. Because you deserve it. You deserve to truly be 100% alive and not just merely living. Being alive 100%. With the ups and downs and experiencing everything life has to offer. Commit to yourself. Commit to life. You will not regret it, because as long as we are closed off from our true self, as long as we play small, as long as we are the people pleasers or someone who is afraid of what other people are going to think of us, life will never be what it could be. So stop. Stop. Tune into yourself. Ask yourself, who am I really? And then let that part of you out. Let it out. Let it out to play, to scream, to sing, to dance through life. All right. If you like this video, if you got some positivity out of it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Let's share this love. And as always, lots of love, a big hug, and hope to see you in the next video.